Well, all those things. Obviously, Billy Faust stood out. Our team defense, I thought, stood out. Um, Michael Thompson and Matt Lemire getting those goals, um, were huge. Matt scoring and hasn't scored in a while was huge. And then Michael Thompson to come up with another big goal was huge. Really kind of put the stress level down on the bench, um, you know, way down. We knew Billy would hold down the fort, and we buckled up and for the third period, and were able to hold them off because they were certainly pushing. Well, we've been rolling four lines all year long, and I think has helped us later in the game. We have confidence in all four of our lines to go out there and do their job. And so, your first two lines maybe aren't so tired at the end. And that's been the way we've done things all year long. And I think that helps us, and especially in the third. Well, you think about it, they knocked our, 3 years in a row. They had our number. And for these seniors to be as resilient as they were in an overtime game, and the team to be as resilient as they were in an overtime game, it could have been easy to say, this is going to happen again. We're going to lose to Babson, and that's, same old. But I got to hand it to the kids, and they were resilient even though we were down. They came back, they battled back, and to beat, I think Babson's one of the best teams in the country. To beat them when they've had your number, that was definitely the biggest pressure. Packed game in front of our fans. We didn't want to let our fans down. So that was, I think that was probably the most pressure we put on ourselves, and I put on myself, and try not to feed that to the guys. But how can you not? And I think these last two games wasn't pressure. I think it was nerves at first, and once we settled in, managing our nerves now, I think, is probably our biggest test. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. We're not going for a sightseeing trip to Lake Placid, and we're going to enjoy it. We want to enjoy the experience, but when the puck drops, we need to be focused. And I think there can be a balance of both. There needs to be a balance of both. We're going to enjoy this experience. It's the pinnacle for every athlete to get to a Frozen Four, for every hockey player. We're going to enjoy it, but once that puck drops, we're going to be ready to go, and that's what we need to focus on. Yeah, no question. I mean, they have so much experience in this tournament. God, I think they have almost 10 Frozen Fours and, numerous national titles. So, uncharted waters for us, and they have more experience, no question. We're going to scout them like we do every opponent. But, again, we want to focus on the things that we need to do, tell the guys their tendencies, but we need to do what we need to do in order to be successful. So we're going to stay the course with that kind of attitude, and, why not us?